Our group consisted of Paul, Tyler, Sam, and Mingling. We were tasked to create 10 helicopters in the fastest amount of time. We ended up creating 10 helicopters in 5 minutes. This would create just over 5 minutes, and our tack time per helicopter is roughly 33 seconds. So, how did we create a helicopter this fast? Well, we decided we were going to break each one of us up into 4 different cells. First cell, led by Tyler, he was creating the base, as you can see on here. The second cell was by Sam, which is the tail wing, and the third one was Paul, which created the top part of the helicopter. Paul also assembled the helicopters in 3 pieces. Minglan was cell 4, and he was sorting out all the Legos so they could easily be found by each member of the group. So, so how we were able to create these helicopters so fast was that we, after dividing them up, we created this like grid system. Since Legos are linear, you know, if you would start at the bottom and build up, we all knew where each part had to be on a certain grid. The whole helicopter is a total of about 8 grids, and each Lego goes on a certain part on that grid, and each part has its own different grid too. So we would learn which grid the part had to go on each grid, and so it would be easily to build. So it allowed parts to get built out. The top was built out in roughly 12 seconds. The base took the longest at 26, and the tail took roughly 22 seconds to build, and then to assemble it all made it roughly 33 seconds per part. This could see, and to eliminate the waste of waiting for the top person, he would actually know how to build a base, as well as the sorter would know how to build a base too. So this actually would speed up the process and allowed us to create more parts. So now you know what our biggest waste is. We're going to talk about how we had the cell design. Tyler sat at the head of this table, and to his right was Paul, who was creating the top. Tyler was creating the base. To his left was Minglan, who was sorting out the parts, and to Minglan's left was Sam, who was creating the tail part of the wing. So it allowed everyone to have access to each piece, and it allowed everyone to build a part very fast and were able to pass it off to the assembler, which was Paul, relatively fast and without getting in the way of anyone else, which allowed us to create very fast parts. So now that you've had a brief overview on our biggest ways, how we create the part, how we store our part, and how our cell design is, we're just going to bring this mini presentation to a close. The rest of everything else is in our report that we drew up, retyped up. So if you need more information on how we built and ran our assembly, please look at our report. Thank you for watching.